What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we're jumping in with a quick video breakdown on how to obtain loot inside of Season of Plunder. And specifically we're going to talk about the star chart, the upgrades there, various currencies, and the basics of how this season works when interacting with the vendor. Some of these loot systems can seem a little bit complicated at first. There are also some things to be aware of with some of the materials this season, so we're going to break it down in the video guys. As always, I hope you find this useful, and without further delay, let's get into it. As always with these kind of season activities, the new season weapons and armor are earned by completing the weekly quest portion each week, and by making treasure maps, various upgrades and purchases at the star chart vendor in the helm. And making treasure maps in particular is one of the main ways that we get access to some of the loot. As far as we can tell, new treasure maps will become available over time, and some of them will probably be found each week by doing the story portion. And like other seasons, we are going to see a kind of weekly series of steps and challenges each week that give us currencies to upgrade the star chart. And so essentially the normal loop of play for this particular vendor and the activities this season looks a bit like this. Inside of our quest tab, we have an item called the Captain's Atlas. And inside of that atlas, all of the treasure maps that we have access to will be listed, but they require a series of different materials in order to actually make. And there are three main currencies to be aware of this season. Initially, we have treasure coordinates. The easiest way that I know of to earn these is actually by doing public events. So we got 35 of them for each heroic public event completion and 30 for each normal public event. And so heading to EDZ and jumping from one event to the other is a very good way of getting these coordinates nice and quickly. However, we need another material called map fragments, and these will drop specifically inside of the new activity Ketch Crash, and that's the 6-player activity this season. And so basically, it's a mixture of playing various activities to earn treasure coordinates, although public events seems to be the quickest way. And then we'll need to run Ketch Crash until we have enough map fragments. And then we're able to produce a treasure map from the ones that we've unlocked, and once again, we're going to get more of these treasure maps over time. The other main currency for the vendor is called Repute, and these are the kind of tokens that we get access to in order to select the upgrades on the star charts menu. The main way that we get these is via seasonal challenges, and so we are kind of gated as to how many we can acquire each week. But back to the treasure maps. Once we've produced one, we're able to head into the expedition activity and then use that treasure map to get access to rewards at the end of the mode. And so that is the main loop for the season, really. Over time, we're going to unlock new treasure maps. We need to earn the treasure coordinates currency as well as the map fragments currency in order to actually make those treasure maps. And once we have the map, we can boot up the expedition mode in order to use it and find the rewards. Otherwise, we'll be able to improve the rewards that we get over time by upgrading the star chart vendor, which is very much the same as what we've seen in previous seasons. And on top of the Ketch Crash and expedition mode, there's an additional mode called Pirate Hideouts, although these appear to be part of the weekly quest portion. Obviously, upon using the treasure maps, completing activities, opening the chests, and unlocking various rewards at different ranks at the vendor, we are going to slowly get access to more and more of this Season of Plunder rewards. Most of these can be viewed on the vendor as well, plus there are various different focusing options as we've seen in other seasons this year. And so guys, that is basically the breakdown for the loot system this season. Only a couple of things to bear in mind is firstly that the Ketch Crash activity can be a bit buggy. You can end up with black screens and encounters that don't load properly. And the main way we found to avoid this is to not go through the activity too quickly and have players splitting up, with some trying to get into the next section before everyone else. Basically, you have to take it a little bit slow to avoid some of those bugs. And also for map fragments, they actually go into the inventory, and if you have a full inventory, they won't be sent to the postmaster, so definitely make sure you've got some inventory space, otherwise those map fragments won't be popping up. You also have to wait all the way until the end of the Ketch Crash activity for the rewards to pop. So a couple of little weird bugs there, but a fairly basic loot system despite it seeming a bit convoluted. And so I hope the video has been useful guys. If it has, a rating down below really does help us out on the channel. Plus be sure to get subscribed so I can keep you posted with more Destiny stuff. Bit of gameplay right here of the Ketch Crash activity. And so if you haven't jumped in yet, you can check that out if you want to. But otherwise, be sure to get subscribed for more Destiny content. And for today, I appreciate you tuning in as always. But otherwise, I will catch you guys very soon.
Our crewmates are eager to fight alongside you, Guardian.
Seems like they're throwing you a little going-away party. I suggest grenades as parting gifts.
Enters the battle on your behalf.
Spider, do you have any hatchlings yourself? I see.